Hey, how's it going, Matthew? Hopefully your Friday's going pretty well. Hey, Raz. Yeah, I've seen a lot of issues with people and trying to find builders and supplies and all kinds of stuff. So I don't think you're the only one out there. Yeah, it's sort of a late stream today. I had to have somebody stop by and pick up some stuff, and then just doing a lot of other things. Doing my spring cleaning. Threw away about 6 bags of just trash. Just stuff I collected I don't need anymore. I wish people could have used some of the parts I had that I threw away, but they were all completely trash parts, and I was like, don't need these anymore, so all went in the crapper. Although I'll probably list a couple items this weekend on eBay, bases and stuff like that. Hey, 13 Arquito? Hopefully I said that right. Why are you having stress, Raz? I just had stress that I haven't been able to work on everything. I just had a completely clean house. Like, the studio right now is bare almost. I just got to clean up the desk tomorrow, and then I can get everything back together. What, the paints weren't sticking for you, or you just didn't like the way it was coming out? How's it going, Dark? Hey, what's up, Joe? Yeah, clear coats suck. I guess all depends on which ones you're using. Trying to finish up this belt for Miss Marvel, so maybe next week I could start painting her up. Sure has been a tedious belt sash for Miss Marvel, but it's working out alright now. Alright, that's fairly easy. All I gotta do is let this dry up. And then sand it down. So I did all my fine sanding on her today. Got her all buffed up. She looks messy, but she's actually nice and smooth now. So the belt buckle goes in perfect. Got a magnet. It's got a flow to it. Each arm is cleaned up. There's a couple spots here and there I kind of tuned up during the week. So she's pretty much ready to go now. All I need to do is clean up the belt, go over it one more time, clean up the base of it, and start painting her. I'll clean this belt up during the week a little bit. It's easier to do that. Some sandpaper. So if all goes well, next week I can start painting up her skin tones, and then we can work on more Daphne afterwards. So not bad. Now, as far as Daphne goes, what I want to try to do today is maybe some of the shoes. So I did fix up the face a little bit. I had some extra A's when I was working on some stuff, so I kind of cleaned up the face a little bit. Got it all smoothed out. Had to really work out that chin area. But I think we're looking good on the face now. There was a spot over here I must have drumbled out too much, so I had to kind of build out this cheek a little bit more. So I got to sand it down just a little bit, and we should be pretty good. So as you can see, I buffed her up a little bit. I sanded her and buffed her out while I was working on some other projects for people. Kind of come down a little bit. So I sanded and buffed out the legs now, so we're looking pretty good on these. So I went through all of that. Got it nice and clean. I chiseled out the arms a little bit, so I got to fill those in. So looking pretty good. Now the only thing I've been thinking of is if we do it both Daphne and Velma, on a display, I'm gonna have to work out Velma's key under her feet, because that key is set up for that base, so I might have to do a little something with that. We'll see what happens. So I think what we're gonna do is try to work out some of the shoes now. I got a couple ideas, but we'll kind of see what people think. Let's see, is this one? Yeah. So that's kind of what her shoes look like. Somebody in the comments on the channel recommended cuffs. What do you guys think? Should we try to do cuffs with sort of that arrows on it, or should we try to keep it the way the shoes are there? Now, mind you, she's got sort of like flat heels, and these are high heels, so I got to kind of come up with a difference. Mix a little bit of fix-it into my A's. How much? Just a little. I could pull out some silly putty and we could test. Maybe I'll come up with something. I mean, I'm thinking, I got the pencil, so I'm thinking maybe, let's see what we could do real quick. I just wanted to mix this in, get it a little bit tougher before I start putting it on. I know in the movie they gave her go-go boots. I'm not doing that though. But then the movie outfit was completely off anyway. When I say the movie outfit, was that, what was it, the 90s live action one? So, what we could do, get a little closer. Say she had a cuff, I don't know, just kind of, so say she had a little bit of a cuff like this, and then say, so you figure, put a line down like this maybe, and then like I said, we're kind of, we got high heels on, so we try to play with it a bit. Sort of give it the arrow, but not really the arrow. What I could do is I can layer a thin thing of A's on here, and then put lines on it. And then what we can do is maybe give her a heel like this. So that's kind of like one way of doing it. It's kind of almost, let's see, kind of a throwback to either 90s or 80s look, maybe, I guess you can say. It's one idea. Hey Stager, no, I didn't miss much. I just kind of started a late stream. All right, so that's a cuff if we want to do a like a loose cuff. Let's see. What if we wanted to do? I mean, the shoes aren't, you know, for her it's kind of, trying to think here. If I'm just kind of seeing if we did something with the arrow look. So that's something to say. Like, can I get down a little bit more? Alright. So if we go with a cuff, some kind of cuff like this, and then just line work, or we can try and stylize it where it's kind of like something like this. Yeah, it's kind of tough. If I follow her shoes, it's kind of we're going more like this, and you need something for the heel, and you need something there, and it would be really hard to make them kind of come off. I would have to sculpt from, and you're looking at it to be more of like, for some odd reason I want to say like Power Ranger type of a shoe. I don't know why I'm saying that. I don't know the Power Rangers very well. But it would look like if it came off, but that might look weird if it's kind of coming off. So I mean, it's kind of like two options here, you know. It's kind of, we either stylize it with a point like this, you know, or we kind of try to go more of the cartoon accurate stylized. I mean, I do kind of like something like this a little bit better. What I'd have to do is I'd have to throw a layer of Aves on, sculpt some wrinkles, sort of kind of create this, and then be a little tricky. And then do the back heel, and then sculpt this piece in later. And does anyone else in the chat want to chime in? I don't know if all the regulars are here yet. I mean, personally, I sort of think this would work. It's kind of more toward the artwork, and it kind of would fit her a little bit. So if we do that, So if I throw, like if I roll over a flat layer of Aves, I could put a line going this way around the top here, so it looks like it's I'm looking at the art a little bit closer and it seems like there's nothing in the center. It's got it coming around the edge. I think we'll go with this one. I think that'll work out a little bit better. I mean, I don't mind the cuff, but I still want it to look like her. So what I could do is I can leave this on, and we could put Aves here, and then sort of try to copy it, and then once this is done we can put Aves there. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. You know, once I start putting the Aves down, I can actually cut it up a little bit better. Bring it down a bit. Maybe not as high, maybe come down a little bit more. Let's try it. Let's see how it looks. Then again, if we put her in the graveyard scene and we have grass there, you really won't see much of it anyway. Alright, let me roll this out. Hey, what's up, Raphael? Nah, I started late today anyway. Just working on some Daphne now. Well, that's good. Hopefully the weather's good for you doing it too. Starting to get better here. Allergies are killing me, but at least I'm outside a lot more now. Did you have any problems with the prep though? I mean, was there any issues? Only issues I've had with the Troy Hulks that were done by, what's his name? The guy who was doing it in Canada, is I just had some issues with the hollow parts. What's up, Butterfly? Oh, if you're in Puerto Rico, then yeah, you, I guess the only issue you would really have, though, is if the primer, if you're priming outside and it's just too hot. Other than that, you should probably be fine with most of that stuff. Alright, now let's see if we can sort of... Well, I'm glad it worked out for you, man. You didn't have any problems to get the filler primer where you're at, did you? I know some of the guys I've been talking to lately are that out of the US or in other parts just can't get it. I'm actually pretty worried. The place I get it from, Pep Boy, supposedly was sold off. So now I'm concerned if that's going to be an issue. What am I going to do? I'm going to bring this down some. Yeah, our Home Depot here doesn't carry it. It's only the auto parts stores around here. Our Home Depots only have Rust-Oleum, which I hate that stuff. I actually tried to order some paints this week and all the stores of the colors I want are out. So this lockdown still screwed a lot of stuff up. Yeah, I'm a little fearful with my stores, supposedly with the Pep Boys closings, or I don't know if, you know, the new company's going to keep them going or what. I'm probably going to do some stocking up next week too. Everything I like, they just discontinue it non-stop. Well, I order online and they just kind of call me up when they get it, but lately it seems like their system is messed up, so I just actually go to the store and I just pull off like 10 cans and I just ask them to give me a discount, because the way it works is just the more you order, the more they'll kind of discount it for you. So hey there, Myron. Doing fine. Nice warm day. Working on some Daphne. Alright, so let's cut this here and then go here. Let's kind of cut this here and go here. let's just cut it in the center. And we'll go from here out, here out. Hey, what's up, Vigilante? See if we're cutting this a little bit better, sort of. Yeah, Raphael, you're just better off ordering the stuff if you can. Find better deals like that anyway. Alright, so this is a little bit too much. Alright, we're getting there a little bit now. Starting to shape up. Alright, so it thickens up the shoe a bit. It sort of gives her a little bit more style. We'll start adding more to it. So what happen today is we might only be able to do one shoe today. Well, at least you can get it. That's good. It sucks about the safety solvent, though. The white would probably be good, but never ever buy super white. Super white adds in so much white, like gunk paint, it becomes a nightmare. So I think white is okay, but super white, stay away from. I bought super white once, and literally it was like I was sculpting with paint instead of Aves. It was just way too much white into it. So just keep that in mind. Gray might be pretty decent, but that might have too much. Yeah, I think what it was is somebody. Who was it? I think it was Joe in chat. Got the black Aves and gave it to me. And it was like literally black ink everywhere, and the same thing with the super white when I bought that once. I really don't like the natural because I can't see what I'm doing. That's why I'm not a fan of it. My one friend loves the natural. I can't stand it. Like I said, there's no reason. The only reason I buy the red is because I can see what I'm doing over gray Aves. That's it. It's not that it's better. It's just that I like it because I can see, and it works. I think I think Aves Studio was having a sale this week. I got an email. Actually, might order some stuff. All right, hold on one second. I think I gotta take this call in the other room. Hello? Yeah, there you go. No, no problem. Yeah, if you want to wait for next week, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, basically I live in Waretown. I don't know if you know Waretown at all. Okay, yeah, well I'm right down the road from the tractor supply company, so yeah. So if you're leaving one night and you want to give me your phone and say you stop over or whatever, that's fine. I work from home, so it's no big deal. Nah, no problem. No sounds great. Thanks. Bye. Alright, sorry about that. Now I had a boiler issue during the winter time. My boiler is 25 years old, so sure enough it got me through the winter, but it looks like I'm gonna need a new one for next winter. So sadly I gotta have the guy who did my AC units come and check next week. Give me some options. Never ends. Thanks, Raphael. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've tried to do a little networking with the A's when I called them up a few times, but they were like, yeah, we don't do any of that stuff. So I was like, okay. It's worth a shot. You never know. Now, if I was a video gamer and I was doing video game stuff, I'm pretty sure I could get sponsored and, you know, do stuff for people all the time. But with this type of hobby, I don't think a lot of people really do. Then I could be wrong. Hey, what's up, Raccoon? Yeah, we're gonna try and do stylized, like the artwork, best as I can get it. So like I said, we'll do one shoot tonight, and then I'll use the rest of the A's on the arms, and then we could do the other one next week, because unless I have time, we'll see. Yeah, it's a never-ending battle with the house. Never ends. But I knew that when I purchased it back in the day. At least the guy that talked to me about the furnace, he was like, he's a really good guy. He's like, you know, we can get you a super high efficiency one, but they tend to break a lot, and you really wouldn't be saving any money. Whereas if you get a little bit of a lesser efficiency one, it won't break as much. So he's going to give me some options. No, I appreciate it, Raphael. Yeah, I've tried talking to a few. I've tried doing networking. Nothing's panned out yet, but you never know. Kind of like the way that's kind of curling up like that. Maybe we'll keep that. Yeah, as long as you give credit to people, they wouldn't care. I think some people in the past have said no. I guess, well, then again, hobbies changed. I remember back in the day, sculptors didn't want the companies to know they were doing this stuff. Well, appreciate it, Raphael. Thank you. Alright, we're going to try and create this little line thing. Let's see how this looks. Might have to work out the sole again later. Closer for you, show you what's going on. let's see, where's the smaller brush? Alright, so what do you guys think of that for a shoe so far? Gotta find a picture. I closed it earlier. Here we go. Alright. Actually, the artwork doesn't have this little line here, but I actually like this. Alright, so that artwork has a little bit of a No, I'm not perfect with stitching type stuff, but we'll try and come up with a little something. Whatever I do, I'm gonna have to match it on the other one. Take this off because I'm hitting it. Yeah, butterfly, I wouldn't be able to do this on a small scale. I know there's other artists out there who could. Definitely not what's for me. Sorry if I'm not getting into all the details. I'm trying to see what I'm doing here. Why, butterfly, you think it's easier for you on a smaller scale? I find the opposite. Or did I read that wrong? Actually feels like a leather shoe almost now. Just kind of like it. I want to do something on the side. Let's put a line down here. Yeah, the cuffs are going to go to her wrists. But yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of a longer cuff, but not that long. So I think, what should we call it? I think her cuff I was thinking like the original artwork and not the one where she's laying down. I'm thinking about doing the cuff to like here. So it'll be a cuff about that long. Sorry, got the picture in the way. Yeah, so like right about there. So that's why I Dremel this down. I want to fill this in, and then I want to put the cuff here. I figure if I could put the cuff here to here, I can make it so I can glue in the hand, and I can make this hand over here magnetized. That's the goal. Once I get through the shoes and I clean up the wrists, we can actually work on the magnetize the hands, get them situated, and then we can start getting into the fun areas with the outfit. Kind of doing the same thing I'm doing with Velma. I'm working my way from the bottom up on this two items. It's easier to get the shoes and stuff out of the way than trying to do it at the end. This headset I got is amazing. You should check it out. It's got all these different sizes you can put into it, and you can double them up. I'm not the best with stitching yet, but it kind of gets a point across. Yeah, if I tried to do the other shoe, I'll probably just hit this one and mess it all up anyway, so it's always better to do one thing at a time. Now, most heels have a little something in the back. So we can give you a line back there as well. You see? Hit this over here. I'm sorry, I wasn't even in the thing. Let's kind of pull it back a bit. Hey Jacob, just chilling, working on some more Daphne. Pretty much getting one shoe designed and set up for the day. I'm definitely going to have to give her a little bit more soles at the bottom. That's fine. No, Jacob, I'm working on them at the same time. I work on Velma a little here and there. Her part 2 video is almost finished. I just gotta edit. I just been spring cleaning the garage and studio, so things got delayed. It was bad. My studio was really bad. So was the garage. Couldn't function anymore. I had to get it clean. So tomorrow my friend's helping me move the desk, and then I can get back to work on everything. Yeah, Velma's coming along pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I think this week, I think the other night I had some free time. I finished up some stuff, and I worked on her collar and cuffs. Because her shoes and socks are done, and now I'm just kind of focusing on some of the other stuff. I don't like this here. I think we'll leave this not here, but the inside's the zipper. Yeah, I like that a little better where it looks like this is the zipper in here. I can add a little something later to it to make it look like there's a zipper up top. Once Miss Marvel's done, I'm gonna pull out another item and have the Patreon guys vote on the next character. So once she starts getting closer to being finished, or if I feel I need to have another item for streams, see if we could get another character in going as well. Alright, I think that's a good stylized shoe fur. Feels a little leathery. Looking at the color, I don't know, we'll see how when I go to paint it up, but I like it so far. See, once the eave starts getting a little bit tougher, you can kind of play with it a little bit more once you get your basic shape. I'm debating when I go to paint this up if I should throw some of that. I'm not really sure. I have that leather belt paint from Panzer Aces. I don't know how it would work with purple. I'll have to do some tests when we're ready to paint it up. I'm just trying to do it with this tool I have right now. I'm not really great at stitching, so I'm just kind of. I mean, if the age becomes a little bit harder, I probably could do a better job, but. I'm trying to get better at tiny details like this as I go, but now matching all this to the other shoe is going to be a nice treat. Alright, I think we're pretty good. I'll have to clean a little bit of it up. Definitely gotta let that cure. And before this age actually starts getting too hard on me, let's kind of work on this up here a bit. So we'll give the shoe a little bit of a breather for now before I go back in and do anything to it. Hey Dolly, yeah, Sideshow does some amazing sculpts. And they're only getting better and better with each one almost. Especially on the faces. Yeah, Jacob, that's DC. I already kind of figured I'll be customizing mine anyway, so. But I don't get it. DC, she's a character that's known for it, so you figure they have to make a statement saying, okay, we're not going to go crazy making them big, but other characters that shouldn't have them large have them large. But I don't know. All I know is I love the sculpt. I'm going to get it, and then I'm going to tweak it my way. And I doubt very much Sideshow would be like, oh, we're going to go back and change it for you guys. I'd have more respect for them if they did, but I don't know. Whatever the suits at DC say, that's what goes. Well, they got Storm coming. It'd be funny if her chest is bigger than Power Girl's. So that's going to be interesting. Oh yeah, it's definitely versions of US versus Japan. Like I said, she's known to have those proportions, so yeah, I'm pretty sure they were probably like, no, 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 you can't do that. They probably want to get the character away from that, known as having a large chest. That's probably like a DC thing they're trying to do before they bring her back. She's kind of like in limbo now, I think. So I'm pretty sure it's like, okay, when we bring her back, she's not going to be known for that. She's going to be known for this, blah, blah, blah. You know, typical climate these days. Like I said, it doesn't matter, for me at least. I like the sculpt, I love the head sculpt, the pose is cool. I'll getting a few. Gonna make my retro bombshell and redo the regular one to what she should look like. Just the way it is these days, Raccoon. It's just, instead of injecting real world stuff into comic books or TVs or movies, it should be an outlet to get away from all that, but it's not like that anymore. That's why all the old stuff is the best. 90s, 80s, 70s, old comics, old movie shows. I'm glad I grew up in the 90s, that's all I can say. Yeah, Terrell, I'm going to be tweaking them anyway, so it's not a big deal. Plus, I still have the Mark Newman one, so that one's still amazing as well. Yeah, I can see that, Jacob. I mean, I gave up on Marvel when Quesado took over. I didn't like the direction he went of killing off all 90s characters. And then I moved to DC. But then everything else went downhill. You know, there's a place for politics and there's a place for, you know, everything else. I love comic books because it got you out of the real world, you know? But it's not like that anymore. You know, I got a statue hobby until that gets taken away. Yeah, that's true, Jacob. I'll try. Well, they can't take it away, Terrell, but they can block you off of YouTube and all these other places, you know? Everything's just a mess. That is true, Raz. That is true. So I got a little extra Aves. Shove it in the back of this head. Stager, that's why I kind of I've actually started. I got a list of manga and you know, Japanese animated stuff to start getting into. Everybody's been saying that stuff's been absolutely. It's like It's back like what the 90s used to be, like in comic books. So on my list I got One Punch Man. I gotta really get into that soon. And then my other friend said he had something else he was gonna give me a list to check out. I gotta go where the stuff is actually fun. Well, Terrell, the hobby's always been underground, actually. It's just way more popular now. Like in the early 2000s, there was a lot of kits being made, but not like full scale, you know. It was maybe like 25 kits of a character, maybe 15. Nothing like what it is now. I mean, if you did 10 kits or 25 kits of like a Superman bust, you got a cease and desist letter. Now people are making 100 and nothing happens. Different world. Different world. Yeah, I gotta get on some mangas. Ever since Naruto ended and they went to Boruto, which is horrible, I gotta find something else. Yeah, I think One Punch Man and Full Metal Alchemist is what I really want to try to get into next when I get a chance. And then after that, we'll see. Hey JC, how's it going? I don't think they will stagger. They're kind of like their own thing. It seems that, like, I won't get into it because it's too much that, you know, but the stuff they do over there is kind of funny with the, well, what happens in America over there in Japan, they're like, yeah, we're not watching that. We're not having that here. So it's a different beast altogether. But as long as they produce some cool stories and cartoons and stuff, I'm down. Just hanging there, JC, just working on stuff still, enjoying the weather, trying to get caught up. Castlevania? I'll check that out. I just started watching Invincible, which was really cool. I gotta catch up on Archer. I think there was a season I missed. And I tried watching the Bird Girl law firm, you know, like Harvey Birdman, but it's the Bird Girl. I couldn't finish it. It was just nowhere near as funny as Harvey Birdman. I love Harvey Birdman. The EX Game Master. As of right now, I'm not open. I'm not taking on any more work. Because last year delayed everything. This year is going to be catch up before I'm back on track. And price wise is always dependent on the project. Nothing is set in stone. JC, we'll see how this works out. You know, this is Daphne, and I'm doing Velma on a YouTube series, so they're going to be a pair, basically. I think it's the first time I'm actually going to do a pair custom group. The Game Master, I really don't care about Twitter and social media. It's just kind of like just to show off some stuff. I really focus more on Instagram and YouTube. Twitter really doesn't... It's kind of not where I'm at right now with this stuff. I'm pretty sure if I had more followers it would be better, but I kind of focus more on YouTube. Yeah, if we didn't have the lockdowns last year, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now with all these backups, and as I said earlier in the stream, it's even hard to get paints now because, you know, they weren't producing stuff like they should have. So even paints are hard to come by. I mean, some places on eBay, have paint, but it's not the ones I need. Well, JC, you know, keep an eye on my YouTube channel because I got Velma in the works as well. Daphne is a stream-only item, and Velma is a YouTube series. Stagger Duplicolor Filler Primer. That's what I use, car paint. Everything you see me paint, whether it's the red oxide or the gray primer, it is all Duplicolor Filler Primer. I get it at Pep Boys. I don't know where you're located at, but it's the best primer I've ever used. I've tried the Tamiya surface stuff and it goes on too eggshell for me, if that makes any sense. If you're in France, Steger, then yeah, I don't know. The Duplicolor filler primer is not as thick as you think it is. It will fill in some stuff, but it does, if you spray it so close where it bleeds, yeah, you'll have a problem, but it's not as bad as you think. I've never really lost any detail with the filler primer from Duplicolor. It goes on smooth, it doesn't really, you know, like, you know, you see this little stitching here, the filler primer from Duplicolor won't fill that in. But if you spray like 10 coats on it and you do it bleeding, it will. But if you spray far away, it's fine. Any type of bubbles you get in the garage kit, the filler primer, the way it works is, say you have a bunch of little tiny holes here, right? If you fill it in with filler primer, it may fill in some of those holes, but if they're big, it won't. The thing about filler primer is when you sand it down dry, the primer will fill in that hole a little bit, and then if you prime over it again, it sort of seals it in. But if you really want to seal in like bubbles, you want to use the Tamiya putty. But if it's really, really big stuff, like big, huge air bubbles, then you need to use the Aves. Yeah, I used to watch, I had a couple, you know, the AKO. Yeah, I had all, I like that storyline too. You could pretty much use any putty, really. I mean, resin is plastic. Polystone is, you know, basically resin with stone powder, so if it fills it and it dries it and you can prime it, you can use it. I think we came up with a good design. I think this will work. I don't even know if I need to build out the sole anymore. I think that'll work the way it is. Doesn't need to be too thick on the end bottom. Yeah, Jacob, next stream I'll have to work on the other shoe, which is going to take, guess what, it'd take about 2.5 hours? It's going to be a little bit tricky to kind of match it up to, that's the other problem. I would do it tonight, but I didn't plan on even being this long as it is. Plus I don't want to rush it. So I think, next week I could work on the other shoe. Then once that's done, maybe next week what I could do is work on the other shoe, and then maybe start working out maybe the neck. No, probably not if I'm working on the shoe. I'll probably try to get the hands magnetized. Maybe I can kind of clean these up and work on the wrists. And then I think once the wrists and the hands are magnetized and then the shoes are done, I can definitely start working on the skirt. I actually have a damaged item I'm doing for a YouTube video, so I want to use some of this beads on it. Hold on. Try not to waste my materials the best I can. I think we're at that 2.5 mark where this stuff really gets to really hard, so I couldn't do much more with it anyway. JC, the way it's working is Velma is going to be skirt flowing where you see her booty, And Daphne is going to be where it's a tight skirt. You don't really see her booty, but you're going to see the chest. Sort of like that artwork where she's on her knees. So I'm going more with that, where you see her chest open. So if Daphne's behind Velma, you're going to be able to see one's got the booty showing, the other one's got the chest showing. So that's kind of like the idea. Alright, so this is a video I'm working on. This is a raptor. It's hollow. I just wanted to use up some of this A's in it. So I'll get this video up once I'm finished with this. Yeah, I gotta get a hold of Andy someday when I get a chance. Hold on, let me wash my brushes so I don't lose them. Alright. Yeah, I'll try to get a hold of him when I get a chance. But, alright, so her shoe's done. And so, basically, once we get the head situated on her, we have to work out the neck. But the idea is the outfit. So I sanded her down from last stream. I cleaned a lot of this up. A little bit more to go. But the idea is the shirt's going to look like that picture. Sort of. And then the scarf will come over this way. Sort of like that. And then the skirt, it's probably going to be right there. Alpha, it's going to be sculpted onto her. I don't think I'm going to do flowing. Everything is flowing in this direction. But I want the scarf to be over here, kind of like it's kind of covering over here. Because if I do it over here and blowing this way, I mean, I don't know, it might run into some issues. I gotta figure it out. I haven't gotten that far yet. You know, maybe when we get to that part of people are in stream and they want to see something different, we can. So the skirt's going to be like around there, going around, Chinooka. It is a Sideshow Batgirl statue. So this is a Sideshow Batgirl premium format. I got a lot of her stuff taken off. So right now we're just working on a lot of the other stuff. So let's see. So if the booty and the skirt are right there. So you figure the skirt will be right about there, a little bit under the booty, sort of. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong, Alpha. Yeah, it's going to be a sculpted scarf. I may put a wire as an armature for the scarf, but I'm not really sure yet. But we're at a good position now. We got a lot done. She's moving along fairly fast. Let's see, get back a little further. Probably can't. It's such a big statue. So. I'm definitely going with leggings. I think a lot of the cosplay girls I've seen, there's a lot of that pink legging. So I think with the Daphne, pink legging, tight skirt, chest showing, Velma that I'm working on is going to have she has the knee-high socks, and she's going to have the skirt in the blowing so you see her booty. So Velma has all the legs showing. Daphne's gonna have the chest showing, so it's kind of like opposites of each other. I've seen like here's the one picture I've seen. I'll put it on stream. So I saw this type of outfit from this cosplay girl. I don't know who she is, but I like that tight skirt with the wrinkles. A little bit more of an open chest, but I like the idea of like a pink, you know, stockings on her. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with. I've seen some that have like the stockings that come to here, but I don't like that. I think she'll look better with the whole legs and stockings. That's the plan for now. Actually, you want to know the funny thing? If it was in scale, there was a guy at the Jersey Fest show 2 years ago or 3 years ago. He did this crazy Scooby-Doo and Shaggy custom sculpt. It was like this really crazy, wacky, like, you know, what if like type of characters. If that Scooby was a little bit bigger, you know, it was more of a 1/6 scale. Like that kit would be perfect to put with these two. That Scooby sculpt, oh, it was amazing. I don't know who sculpted it. I completely forgot, but it was awesome. So no stockings for Scooby, but man, that sculpt, like I think it was a 1/6 scale kit, so Scooby would only be like this big on the kit. But if Scooby was like a 1/4 and he was like this big, that would have been the perfect sculpt to add to these two. You know, sometimes, you know, it was a, yeah, it was an awesome kit. I can't even remember who sculpted it or the company that did it. He did a bunch of other kits. He did like an Oscar the Grouch, but he was like this like really monstrous guy coming out of a trash can. What other characters did he do? I think he did a Big Bird, which was like really crazy looking. I don't know. But I got a while. There's a lot more to go, a lot more streams to go, so you never know if I come across something on eBay or if I find a sculpt or something to add to them. You never know. But I can't, you know, I can't build the whole team. That would be way too much work, and it would be a crazy team. I mean, you could get like a Captain America and you can make a Fred out of that. You could, for Shaggy, you could find something else, but yeah, I don't think I'm going that crazy with these. But, so, yeah, you know, I know, am I saying it right, Chinooka? Yeah, the girls always sell. I enjoyed them more too. So hopefully, next week we can start painting up Miss Marvel. She's pretty much ready to go. And then we can work on her shoe and try to work out her cuffs and hands. And then hopefully the fun stuff will start coming together once we work on the skirt and the neck. And I think I'm going to have to, once I get all this done here, I'm going to have to work on the neck first, attach the neck and everything, and rebuild the muscles and all this. And then once that's done, I could work on the rest, and then we could do the hair last. On the Shago, is it She-Go or Shago? I don't know. Last thing I did is I kind of buffed it down a bit. Well, let me get these out of the way. So I haven't had a chance to really, She-Go. Alright, She-Go. So I haven't had a chance to really like figure out how I was going to do the other parts. I did sculpt the pouch on her leg. So she does have the pouch here. I have to figure out, get her hands. I got to do her belt first, I think. That's what I needed to do. Where's her image? Yeah, so I have to do her belt first. Once I get that done, then I can actually start working on the hair and the hands and stuff like that. I keep forgetting I gotta do the belt. I didn't want to put on the heads and arms yet until I got the belt on, because I figured I would screw it all up. I always put these on wrong, don't I do that? Yeah. I don't know why that one keys in. I also got to clean up the hands a bit. So once I get the belt on her, then I can actually attach all these, and I can kind of sculpt the hair my own way and kind of bring it around the hands, because the anime hair that comes with it is kind of crappy. Should be interesting when she's done. Maybe what I'll do is while I decide, once Miss Marvel's getting done, maybe what I'll do is I'll kind of try to get her finished as well. I think I got all the outfit done. I worked out all the lines. Should get there sooner or later. Alright, but that's where I'm gonna end the stream. Fangirl, you just got in late. I guess I could show you the shoes real quick. So I did the shoes. So we went a little stylized. So we got one done. Next week I'll try to do the other. Yeah, so we did. We talked about it in the beginning, so we kind of went with the arrow for it. So this is going to be a zipper under there. I'll add a little extra to it. So they look a little bit big, but they kind of look leathery, I guess you can say. So I think it should work for her. So I just got to try to match it next week. Yeah, so that's what we came up with. If you go back to the stream, you can see the beginning. I thought about doing a cuff, but we kind of decided to kind of go with the cartoon. Kind of my own little take on it. Alright, well, I'm calling it a night, guys. You have a good weekend. Thanks for stopping by. And hopefully next week we can finish up the other shoe and see, go from there. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.